Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we will be doing the mid-year tag. I think I saw a video from Rachel, Catherine, and Katie's reading, and I thought I'd just compile some of the questions that I saw there that I feel like could be fitting to answer now. So yeah, let's get into it. The first question that I have over here is best book you've read so far in 2025. I honestly cannot pinpoint one specific book, but I have a couple books. Okay, more than a couple books, but I will show you. I will put the mic down and maybe I'll just clip it on myself. Okay, I'll just clip it to myself and we shall see how it goes. So, the first few, or like the best books that I've read so far in 2025 is first Rewind It Back by Liz Tom Ford. This is such an amazing book, and I really thoroughly loved it, and especially for the ending of like this 5-book series, it couldn't be more perfect. And I already miss the whole like crew. I definitely want to reread this series soon. I don't know about this year, but like hopefully soon, because I'm thoroughly obsessed with them. And then I have this trilogy, which is the Infernal Devices series. I love it so much. I don't even know what I can tell you other than please read it, because it is hyped for a reason and I think you guys will absolutely love it. And the next one is also a trilogy, which is the Prison Healer series. I didn't expect to love this series as much as I do. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite series. This is like God tier series for me. Like 6-star reads. You guys need to get to this. I don't know. This is so underrated. And the last one. I know the question was which book. I cannot answer that. So I have another trilogy, which is the Mistborn Era 1 series, I think. I finished it this year. I finished it recently, and this is also going to my 6-star series category. Moving into the second one is best sequel you've read so far in 2025. I feel like the best sequel, I don't know if I read a lot of sequel I definitely did, but not a lot of them I really enjoyed, except maybe I'll go back to the Rewind It Back by Liz Tom Ford. Like I said, it is the perfect ending to a 5-book series, which you guys probably can see over here. It's just so good. I feel like this is probably number 1 out of the 5 books. And then to play along, Caught Up, Right Move, and then Mile High. I know Mile High is the last one, but I'm not sure about the other ones. But this is definitely first place, and second place definitely. I don't know if the second place is Play Along or Caught Up. I'm not sure. I have to think more about that. But I feel like it's also a 6-star series for me. I know I've just been talking about it. I don't usually get 6 stars. And the fact that I did find this series, I love it so much. And then moving on to new releases you haven't read yet, but would love to get to this year. I have a few that I still have not read, but I think I'll just give you like quickly 5 books. But the first one is Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. Read The Crimson Moth, loved it. Second book came out, haven't had the chance to read it, so I will get to it. And then moving on is Onyx Storm. The hype is so crazy around this book. I'm nervous getting into it. That's why I've been dreading it a little bit. But yeah. And then I have The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. So excited. I will read that very soon though, because it is book club book of the month. And then after that, I have Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I just love her books as like palette cleanser. Her books are never 5-6-star reads for me, but it is like a really good palette cleanser that makes you want to read more. So I always love her books. And then do I have anything else? I think that's it so far. And maybe Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, I think by Fee Schwab. I have bought a special copy for that, but of course, it's not here yet, even though it's already out for so long, and I don't want to read it on my Kindle. I want to read it on my like special edition book. So we shall see. We shall see when I get that and when I can read it. So yeah. Moving on to the next one is most anticipated releases for the second half of the year. I think I have a few on top of my mind. I have Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I have Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I have Alchemy of Secrets, I think, by Stephanie Garber. And then I have one more, which I found out today in the morning, which is World Reference by Rebecca Ross, which is the author of Divine Rivals. Absolutely adored that series, so I'm excited that she's coming out with a new one. Moving on to the next book. Biggest surprise of the year is probably, again, the Prison Healer series. The fact that it sat on my bookshelf for so long and I didn't pick it up, and it being like 6-star series for me, very much a surprise. And then the next question is biggest disappointment. It's probably Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I've been waiting for that book to come out for so long because I feel like the Powerless series just like suffered from a middle book syndrome kind of thing, because I feel like the start of the book, like Powerless, started so strong, and I had hope that Fearless would end it like so good. And that's why when Reckless came out and it was not that good, I was disappointed, obviously, but it was not like, I was like, okay, whatever. I bet Fearless will be epic, but no. And it is like, I saw some hints of plagiarism as well. I don't know. I really didn't enjoy that one. So it was definitely a disappointment a little bit, which is very sad. And moving on to the next one is favorite new author, debut or new to you. I think favorite new authors are definitely Brandon Sanderson, and then Lynette Noni, the Prison Healer series, obviously. And then I started reading Binding 13 series, or Boys of Tommen series. I read Binding 13 and Keeping 13. I haven't continued. I really enjoyed it. And I think I have more authors that are new to me and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I just cannot figure out what it is. Oh, maybe another one is definitely Kristen Hanna. Such a good book. Such a good writing style. I'm so excited to read more from her. And I had also just read, I think, the Golden City series by Emily Blackwood, if I'm not wrong. The first book is Wings So Wicked and Blood So Brutal. Honestly, such a good duology. I'm so excited for the third book. I think it's going to be like a spin-off, or we're following a different character. So I'm excited for that as well. And then also Kaylee Smith. Yeah, she wrote Phantasma, I think. I really enjoyed that. I really want to go to Encantra. Really excited for that one. Moving on to the next one. It's newest favorite character. Kiva from the Prison Healer series. And then Vin from the Mistborn Era 1 series. And Sazed, also from that series. And definitely like the trio in the Prison Healer again. The Infernal Devices series, so like Jem, Tessa, and Will. And Rio and Haley, I think, from Rewind It Back. I have so many. The list is never ending. Moving on to the next one is book that made you cry. I think a book that made me cry. I think there are only 2 books that made me cry so far this year. It's like, not cry, it's just like a tear. Like this one, like proper tears. The Women by Kristen Hanna, because it was so devastating, the story. And another one is the book that I'm currently reading, which is Love Unwritten. Some of the things that our main character are going through here is so tough, and I really feel for them. But this is definitely just like I have a little bit of a tickle in my eyes, like it's not proper like sobbing or tearing up or crying. It's just more like my eyes are a bit wet, so to say. So that's that. And then the next question is books that made you happy. I feel like most of the books made me happy. The books that are like above 4 or 5 stars, or about 4 to 5 stars, probably, they made me super happy. So I will just like pop them on the screen so you guys can see all the books that made me happy. And yeah, move on to the next one is most beautiful book you've bought so far this year. So I think I mentioned this as well. It's Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I ordered an Illumicrate version of it. It hasn't arrived yet, but I can show you the picture. I feel like it's so pretty, but I regret it a little bit because I feel like I want the normal one more because it looks somehow a little bit, it looks better. It just looks more my style in a way. So I don't know, kind of regretting it a little bit, but I think I would still love it. So it's okay. Moving on to the next one is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? So I have, if you guys watched my reading journal flip through video that I put out last week, it is like I have a section where I write down my yearly TBR, and I am missing still quite a bit of those because I put in my yearly TBR, I put The Return of the King and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, I think the last book. Like Lord of the Rings series, I'm currently in the first book, and Harry Potter series, I'm currently in the third book. So I still have quite a bit there. And then I have Twilight, Crescent City, Mistress of Lies, Dowry of Blood, Quicksilver, Onyx Storm, and yeah. So I still have quite a bit. It's doable, and definitely like some of the reads that I put in here, it's more like atmospheric reads. So I'm okay with reading it all in the fall time. So it's all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So yeah, moving on to the next question is what books do you want to reread this year? So I haven't reread any books this year, I think, except maybe, did I read The Spanish Love Deception again this year? Maybe. I'm not sure. I think I might have reread that this year. And then I reread Hopeless as well by Elsie Silver. So I lied about not having reread any book. I reread those two. And I want to reread Love in Other Words because this is one of my favorite romance books, I think, of all time. This and Yours Truly, and also Out on a Limb. But I feel like I just want to reread Love in Other Words and maybe Yours Truly. But we shall see. I've reread this book twice so far, and I have like specific annotation from each year, and I just want to add more annotations from this year. So we shall see if we get to that. But another series I really want to try and reread is the ACOTAR series, especially now that we got the announcement for the sixth book. I definitely am tempted to reread this series to just like remember some of the details that I probably have forgotten. So yeah. And this is also the book that made me love fantasy so much. So I feel like I need to do it justice before the sixth book is out. So we shall see though. It is a commitment 5-book series. Moving on to the next one is a book you've been putting off. I have so many books that I've been putting off, but I will just give you 3 over here. I have been putting off Emily Wild's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I am not sure why, because I feel like this sounds so up my alley, but I'm just so put off by it. I'm not sure. I definitely want to try and read this year though. So we shall see. And then another one is The Things We Water by Marina Zapata. She's, if not my favorite author of all time, one of them for sure. I have been putting this off because I'm nervous that I won't love it, even though all the books that she came out with has been like almost 5 stars, and some of them are like 6 stars, and I've reread all her books twice. So like, obviously I'm obsessed with this author. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I just have so much hope and like high hopes for this that I think it's my expectation that is like setting me back a little bit. So I just want my expectation to run out. Well, not run out, like just come down a little bit, and then I'll get into this. And the last book that I've been putting off, I think this is on top of the list. It is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. it's just like this has everything I think that I would love, like dragon, epic fantasy, like complex world building. I love those kind of like series of books. But I feel like the fact that it's just so thick, it is always like so intimidating to me. Like I don't know, like some of the thick books that I own, they're like 6 stars for me. So I don't know why I'm so nervous. But I feel like I even have an audiobook for this, guys. So I don't know why I'm so nervous picking this book up, but I just am. So the Priory of the Orange Tree. Now we're nearing the last 2 questions, which is, do you think you'll reach your reading goal or are you going to change it? I think I will reach some of my reading goals, like read 100 books this year. I definitely will reach that. But these are like the reading goals that I have this year. Like I said in my reading journal flip through, I feel like some of them I'm just so over ambitious. And the fact that I want to minimize my physical TBR to 40 is also really difficult because right now I have 92. So I have a lot of work in front of me. It doesn't even look like I have so many, but the thing is I need to start with the first book and then I can go through each of them and like really, I definitely want to focus a little bit on my like book buying, minimizing my physical TBR and so on and so forth. So maybe we get to that. And reading 1 book in German, it's not that like my German is bad. My German is, I feel like pretty good, but it's just like, it's nerve-wracking. I don't know. I feel like reading is such an escape for me. It's just like a little extra challenge to read it in a different language than I usually read it in. And reading Stephen King, maybe. I think I will do that probably around like spooky season. It's like October, November. And read 2 classics, a bit scary because I have 2 books in mind, which is Dracula and Pride and Prejudice. And I really, really want to read those 2. But my experience with reading classics was okay. The only classic that I've ever read is 1984 by George Orwell. I really enjoyed it, but I feel like you can really tell it's a classic. So we shall see. I really, really want to enjoy them. So I don't want to like force myself to read it. I will read it eventually, but we shall see. We shall see for that. And for the last question is, any new goals for the rest of the year? I feel like I have one, which is just to read more and like stop stressing out so much about reading like new releases, because I feel like there are so many new releases that I would love to get to, but I also have so many books that I would like to read that are like maybe indie, or just like some of the books that are like not even in booktube or book talk. I feel like I just have difficulties in prioritizing what I want to read more than like new releases, because obviously it's new, I really want to read it, but I feel like I'm through and through a mood reader, so I should just read whatever I want to read, and that's okay. And nobody's stressing me out that I have to just read new releases, because no, reading is fun and it's supposed to be fun, and I made it like a stressful thing. I don't think it's that healthy. So maybe that's why I'm in a reading slump. That's why I have pivoted from like my summer TBR and just read whatever I want, honestly. And it has been really good. I've been enjoying it for sure. And yeah, another goal would be just to prioritize more time to read, because although I've read 73 books, I've read 78 books so far this year. I know I read quite a bit, but I feel like lately I've just been not having enough time to wind down and have reading time in a way, because reading is my self-care, and I feel like I haven't been prioritizing taking care of myself. So I think that would be like a good goal to add, just like softly add to my goal of the year. I think that's pretty much it of the mid-year tag. If you guys want to do this tag as well, the question is down below. I will put it in the description so you guys can just have it and answer it yourself. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever it is, wherever you are, morning, afternoon, or night. and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.